started, guys, and I'm already having technical difficulties. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome, guys. Happy Saturday. I literally don't know what the hell just happened. So, guys, I'm obviously waiting on some people. Mike will be here later on, and also, we have a few things to talk about. We still got to go over the Droidica. We have to go over. I want to see what Mike has to say. Obviously, that's what we were waiting for on Saturdays. And I have a few topics that I want to go over with you guys real quickly before Mike gets on. And like I said, we're waiting on hopefully a couple more people. We'll see what happens. So thank you guys for being here tonight. Let's see who's in here real quickly before we get started. Because I feel like there's a lot to talk about. I feel like I think on Tuesday, Rudy and I, shout out to Rudy, we didn't finish our topics, and we kind of finished them when we went on. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. And so, so we got to catch up on a few things, guys. Thank you guys for being here. We got Uncarded in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you? I'm doing. My volume is low, very low. Very low. Get ready for the this guy, unbelievable. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. We got Carlos in the house, finally on time.
Charlie, my friend, Charlie Brigante, how you doing?
Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Let's see. We got Ryan. Welcome, my friend.
How you doing?
You made it. Nice to see you for once. Nice to say you made it. You made it. This is, you know what you get for making it tonight, Ryan? This is what you get. You get a high five. Where are you? Where's my high five? Right here. Oh, man. Thank you for being here, my friend. We got Bao. Bao. Bao.
How you doing?
Welcome, my friend. He says, welcome, 165. Fights and Nudist. Hit that like on the way in. Yeah, guys, there's 20 of you guys in here already. Please hit that like button. Don't be cheap and don't be weird and don't be a peasant. Let's see. We got Joker J in the house. How are you, my
I'm doing.
Welcome. Let's see who else. We got Caleb in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Welcome. I'll start off with hi, Caleb. You guys. Ernesto in the house. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you.
I'm doing.
Says hello there. I grab my rum and salute you, fellow collectors. Thank you for being here, my friend. Happy Saturday. You guys. Unbelievable. Why is the rum always kept to Jack? This guy, unbelievable. Two things that can't be missing here: milk for the baby or rum for me. So milk for the baby, milk for the big boy. Carlos, and the wait begins.
How dare you?
Oh my God! Already, we got the Thor in the house. Welcome, my friend.
I'm doing.
Nice to see ya. Nice to see ya. Let's see who else is in the house with us. So we got Chris in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you
doing?
Thank you for being here, my friend, as always. We got Nathan in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being
doing.
He says, oh, I thought this was the Mondo better. Wrong show. Can you imagine? Oh my God. All right, this is for you.
I don't think so.
What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Welcome. Smash that like. Yes, guys, please hit that like button if you don't mind. Don't be weird. We got Pedro Lopez in the house. How are you, my friend? Nice to see you. Welcome. Uncarded with the watermelon. Let's give him some. I feel like I haven't given you guys watermelon in a while. Let's go. Let's celebrate. We got Big Rip in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. How are you tonight? Welcome. Let's see. We got Cassandra in the house. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Nice to see you. Where's peasant Brad? Can't wait for peasant Brad to show up 2 hours late. Unreal. No respect. No respect from Brad.
How dare you?
Oh my god. Let's see. See y'all shortly. We got Leo in the house. Welcome, my friend. How are you tonight? Thank you for being here. Welcome. We got Jim in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for please keep Brad's older brother in your prayers. Oh, sorry to hear that. Yes, I hope he feels better. Oh my god. Yeah, that's never fun. Sorry to hear that. I hope he whatever happened, I hope it turns out well. All right, guys. So it looks like we got. I'm going to go over a few things, obviously, before Mike gets on, just because it has to do with something that we talked about already, but it's more like potential stuff. It's more like things that could happen regarding the Brad. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so guys, so we got right. So again, this is just a side note on this topic, right? So we already went over this, right? Obviously, like I said, Mike will be on so we could get his thoughts on it. But right, it looks like because of this here, the Phantom Menace, we already got Darth Maul, right? We're getting that updated Darth Maul with the Sith speeder, right? So the point of this conversation right now, again, before Mike shows up or anybody else shows up, is potentials, right? So talking backstage a couple days ago with William, shout out to William. The one thing that I thought about first and foremost, and he mentioned, was the and this is what we were supposed to talk about, but then he left and got, totally forgot the topic. So one thing that we should expect, guys, is where is he? So I don't know about you guys, but I have a feeling that we may get very, very soon the announcement for the young Obi-Wan from Phantom Menace. I don't remember if he's considered Padawan, maybe. I don't remember. But that is a huge potential figure that may be coming very soon. As you can see, they made a brand new head sculpt for these guys, right? For Commander and for this Obi-Wan. And so, as you guys know, and I mention it all the time, anytime they get into one thing, expect more of that thing to come. For example, look at when they made C-3PO. And this is a perfect example because this is what tends to usually happen, again, depending on what it is. So we had no C-3POs from the birth of Hot Toys. Not one. Till 2024. Okay? Not one. So how many do we have now? I personally have 3. Right? I have 2 episode 2s. And then I have the what was it? The 000, right? Which is obviously it's a variant, but it's still, the whole point is we're talking about the mold, right? Once they make the mold, that's it. It's over, right? So they made the mold for the very first one. Now we got 000. There's another one that we got for, I forget which one it was. So now that they made the mold, they're all coming, right? Obviously, a head sculpt is a little different, but where I'm going with that is, if you're having somebody do a head sculpt for a specific figure, why wouldn't you reuse at least that face? Because remember, it all comes from the face. The hair is sculpted after the fact, right? I'm assuming. I'm not a what do you call it? I'm not a sculptor by any means. But the reason why I say that is because if you pay attention to figures that detach, that you could detach your hair off, for example, the Joker, right? The 89 Joker. You detach that hair, and there's the rolling out the purse system. So clearly, it could be done in a two-step process, is my point. So the main thing will always be the head, right? Not the head, the face. That's the main and foremost, the main thing before anything, right? First and foremost, that. Once that's done, obviously you could sculpt the hair however else you want. Obviously, now with the rolling eye system being separate, now it looks like they don't need to do two pieces anymore because of the fact that now you get to the eyeballs through the bottom of the head. So it's a completely different mechanism now, and it's a completely different style of head sculpt, right? So as you can see, they've made and reused this specific head sculpt twice for brand new figures. So why wouldn't they just make a third one or a second one? Because remember, this is the same one used twice. So this is one. You're going to tell me they couldn't make a second one? While they were working on this one, oh, let me just make a younger looking one. Absolutely. So I think that's a huge potential. So remember this conversation when it's teased, because the fact that we're talking about a celebration, celebration piece here. We already got the Darth Maul, which seems to be obviously the main event of the movie, right? The villain of the movie. Also, another character that needs an update, would look incredible with an update, is Qui-Gon Jinn, right? Qui-Gon is another figure that not only needs an update, even though, right, if you look at him, he's perfect, right? There's no reason for an update. But I can guarantee you that now with the updates that they're doing, Artisan is 100% on the way, whether you think so or not, 100%. Are they making a sculpted one? Can they? Of course, right? To give us two SKUs. Is it going to be the case? Most likely. One thing I'm excited about, even if they decide to go sculpted, is the fact that they're doing the hairs a lot softer, right? I don't know, for those who have the figure in hand right now, if you try to turn the head, the hair doesn't let it move. It gets stuck because the hair is very hard. The new Thor and other figures, but I'm going to that one because it's the most recent one that I'm noticing it with. Thor Love and Thunder, I got the deluxe version. That hair, you could turn his head anywhere you want. The hair is sculpted way better, way more detailed. You actually see the braids, not sculpted into the hair like I talked about on my video, but they're actually making you braids out of, the sculpted plastic. So the detail's already there. They're giving you extra detail, and the hair, the actual hair, the stiffness of the hair is gone. It looks great. It moves very, very easily, which has been an issue with long hair figures for a while, because obviously they sculpt them with this thickness, and that thickness ruins the articulation, ruins the rotation of the head usually. So with these updates and these adjustments that they're doing for hair, specifically hair, right? They come out with a Qui-Gon right now with sculpted hair, and the articulation on the neck alone will be amazing, just because of them changing the way they're doing hair. So those are two characters that I think are on their way 100%. Obviously, I've talked about young Anakin for forever. The thing is, until we see, and we could say, oh, Ahsoka, we got a teen Ahsoka, blah, blah, blah. Yes, but Anakin's even younger than Ahsoka, right? So that's the thing. Are they going to make a little guy? So that's where I'm at with that. But let's see what you guys are saying real quickly. And she said, please, Fabs, do your your Nostradamus. These guys, unbelievable. Guys, there's 30 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. Don't be a peasant on my stream. Thank you guys for being here as well. We have the Nightmare in the house. Welcome, my friend.
I'm doing.
The Sigya. Welcome. We got Anthony in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for
I'm doing.
welcome. Let's see who else is in the house. Love that Colossus thing. Oh, guys, thank you, Brad, for that. Guys, something that happened to me today. So, for those who follow me on social media, you guys know that I post pictures literally every single day except Sundays. Today was Colossus Day, so I posted the 1.0 and the 2.0 Toys Era, the steel, whatever. The 1.0, if you have it in hand, please go check. One of the boots on mine was, so I laid it out, right? Because the bodies are garbage. That thing doesn't stand on its own. So I had it on the table, just adjusting the 2.0 to try to, to have it stand up because both bodies are garbage. And I pick up the 1.0 from having it on the table, and the table's all glossy now. And I was like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, so I'm looking at it, I'm like, where's this wet? I can't find where this is coming from. So I smell my hand because now I have it in my hand, and it stinks like straight up chemical, like crazy, worse than when you open up a brand new Hot Toy. This was like an actual chemical smell. And then I'm going like this to the figure, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And I see the boot drenched in whatever that liquid is, drenched. Only one though, the left one, I believe. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, where's this coming? So I try to wipe it, but it's so sticky. The paper towels that I was using completely like flaked off on the boot. I was like, what the hell? So check your 1.0s, guys, because I hope it's not just me. But check your 1.0s because it's happening. That Colossus you posted, sure, my most wanted list. I hope. Yeah, I think that's a possibility now with the Deadpool 3 movie, Deadpool and Wolverine movie. If Colossus appeared in the two movies, the first two movies, absolutely has to appear in the third one. Obviously, not necessarily because of the whole multiverse stuff that's going on, right? So he doesn't have to, but if he does, I think this is Hot Toys' opportunity to make that figure. This is a figure for them to make, the knock out of the park. And if they get to that point, maybe even, further down the line, a Destroyer figure for the Thor movie. That would be incredible. Obviously, it's many, many years now. Is it necessary? I would still buy it in a heartbeat just because that figure would be incredible. It would be like a Iron Monger type figure, that size, bulky, big. So I would be 100% into that figure if they even decided to make it. Cassandra says he's got an infection from a possible ulcer on his leg. Oof. It's probably going to be a little, oh my God. Not good. We need Obi-Wan. Yeah, so I think, guys, that's what's coming. Been by a bunch of things. This comic. Who remembers the Rocketeer? The Rocketeer. Somebody made a third-party figure on that Rocketeer, if I remember correctly. Or maybe license. Carlos, Rocketeer was good. Oh, Derek in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Being here. You made it on time. Let's see. You guys are fast. How many are you buying? Of what? Of the Droidicas? I want two. Definitely two. I seen your video on that Thor, and I actually thinking about getting it. Exactly. That figure is beautiful. Those colors, even though weird, that's not what Thor looks like. In hand, the figure, you have to have it as like the whole, with the golden arms and stuff. The figure is beautiful. Actually, guys, remember I kept telling you I didn't think I needed a second one. I want a second one, blah blah blah. The second one should be here like next week. So I ended up getting a second one. The arms are too nice to not display. That helmet is, even though it's very blah, it's like, man, like it looks great on the figure. So I was like, you know what? Let me suck it up, and I just did. So you'll see the rotating turntable with both of them very, very soon. Philly Billy, welcome. How are you tonight?
I'm doing.
Long time. My God, welcome. We got Albert in the house. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing.
Welcome. Let's see who else is in here. Liquid fire. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, nuts. Crazy. It's just you. You got a little excited. Imagine. I was having a lot of that thing. A lot with that thing. Imagine. Yeah, no, it's the craziest thing. Fez- Unbelievable.
How dare you?
Unreal. I don't care about Qui-Gon 2.0. I want more characters like Padawan Kenobi. That's a possibility. Young Anakin Skywalker. We don't know about that, but obviously at some point, definitely. Padme, that's a possibility as well. I forgot about her. Remember, Play Toys made her. They're actually making 2 so far. So the Queen Amidala is already out. Jose, shout out to Jose. He got a custom throne for her. Looks gorgeous. They're making another look for her with the blue gray outfit. It's like a big dress also. Also, Play Toys is making her. That of the Queen Amidala looks beautiful, right? We talked about Play Toys. It's very cheap, very crappy, but they're making the figures and they look really, really good in hand. So it is what it is. You can't knock them for that. Also, yes, Caleb, the Jar Jar Binks, I said it was coming, I think years ago, believe it or not. Years ago, I said it's only a matter of time. Same thing, with Frog Lady. I think once they master how they're gonna do Jar Jar Binks, I think they will do Frog Lady one way or another. Again, just for that reason. Just because they're able to do the skin. Hey, Joker J, you made it. Welcome.
Yeah. It's rushed around like crazy. I'm sweating.
What's going on? So I don't know if you were listening backstage, but what I'm talking about right now are potentials regarding the 25th anniversary of the Phantom Menace. So we got Padme, Queen Amidala. We got young Obi-Wan. We got Jar Jar Binks. We got what was the other one?
Young Obi-Wan seems the most likely, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because they've already done so many Ewan McGregor. That seems like he would be in the next in line, right? And then what did we just get? We got the Droid Dickas. Is that the only thing so far? Phantom Menace? Everything else has been like
Maul. We got the Darth Maul with the speeder. The updated one, remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So him, this thing came out of nowhere.
Right.
And then we got Obi-Wan most likely. How many do you think we're going to get from this line, from this anniversary thing?
Well, that's the thing. Now, put it this way. What has been the previous recent anniversary before that? So before this was 40th anniversary for which one?
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Well, how many did we get from that?
I don't
know. So we got Boba Fett. We got Darth Vader. And obviously other figures that we've gotten in the past, but they were not branded that. So it looks like and also guys in the chat, if you guys remember what was branded 40th anniversary last year, or was it last year or 2 years ago now? No, that was like 3 years ago now.
What? No.
The 40th anniversary wasn't like 3 years already?
No, we still haven't even gotten the Vader yet. He's coming. It's only about a year and a half.
I feel like that. So that Boba Fett, that 40th anniversary. Remember, there were two different types of boxes for this Boba Fett. It was the original release, and then it was that 40th anniversary. Remember? I don't know if you guys remember this. But the original release, because it was the last style of that box, was going for insane amount of money. And I'm telling you this because I had bought 2 of each. Okay, I bought 2 of the original SKUs, and then I bought 2 of the 40th boxes. Remember, they were different.
Are you talking about Empire?
Whatever the last 40th anniversary was. Remember, we got the Boba Fett for that 40th anniversary, and then we got a Darth Vader for that 40th anniversary. That was like 3 years ago.
And 3PO, right?
No, you're talking about Clone Wars. You're talking about not Clone Wars. You're talking about the Attack of the Clones. That's the anniversary you're talking about.
No. The gold 3PO we just got is 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi, right?
So again, the one I'm talking about was 40th anniversary years ago.
So I think that was the Empire one.
Okay, so whatever it was, correct. I don't remember the name of the movie, but we had a 40th anniversary years ago. It's about 3 to 4 years ago, maybe even more.
He had the interchangeable. He had the colors for Return of the Jedi as well in the box. He had the helmet that had the horns on it painted on it.
Correct. So the alternate exclusive look was that. Right.
Yeah.
So
that's
40th
Empire, because that's the only Boba Fett I have, so I know that's the Empire.
Okay, so there you go. So during the 40th celebration, we had what?
I don't remember.
Right. So I remember.
I get so confused what they are because they could give you the look of a certain character and they give you a label that's so, like, okay, purists are going to look at like the C-3PO from Empire and from Return of the Jedi, and they're going to say, yes, he had this and yes, he had that, but he's pretty similar a character. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like we got the Sidious earlier from Clone Wars, but it's still Darth Sidious from the movies. It fits with any Sidious.
Correct.
And then we got the Sidious recently where he's been electrified and now he's looking old man or whatever. But it's just whatever box or whatever they're celebrating that day is what goes on that.
So that correct. That's the thing. So specifically speaking, right? As far as I remember, and then you guys tell us please in the chat if you remember. As far as I remember, the 2 celebration from that year that I'm specifically talking about, the 40th anniversary of whatever movie that was, I remember specifically those 2 celebration boxes were the Boba Fett and was the Darth Vader. Again, there could have been more, but those are the ones that stand out. And
Lando too.
Right. So he had the same celebration box. Correct.
Lando had that, and I think Leia Cloud City had that too.
Correct. Leia had that too. But are they all from the same movies? My point. Because the point I'm trying to make is, if we can remember how many figures we've gotten for at least that release, right? That 40th release. Now we're talking about the Clone War, the Attack of the Clones that we just got, right? And then if we could figure out how many figures per celebration we got, then maybe we could get close to what they're planning for this celebration. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You know what I mean?
Well, that's when I was naming off characters earlier. I said, if we get to 4, that sounds about right. Because they've mixed in so much other Star Wars stuff. See, that's where I get confused with it all. It's like they just hit you with so much coming out of so many different places. Right. And to me, it's just all Star Wars. It's like you got your OT, your sequels, your prequels, and that's it. But, I can't keep, it's like trying to keep track of Iron Man. Mark whatever. There's 85 marks.
Bob says, whatever you think is most likely, think of the opposite, and that's what we'll get. Yeah, exactly. Literally.
Yeah, literally, I should predict something. We'll definitely get it.
We got JB in the house. Welcome. Nice to see ya. Long time. Welcome.
I'm doing.
He says reissue of Dooku. It doesn't belong with episode 1, does it?
No, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't mean we won't get it. We're just not going to get it.
No, correct. So we're getting a Dooku. We're getting a Dooku, period, right?
Because that Grievous is coming too, right?
Correct. So we're getting them. We're just talking about specifically, obviously, the Phantom Menace. But those are coming 100%.
So what else is there for Phantom Menace? You got Qui-Gon, Obi. They're not going to give us the little. Huh?
You said Qui-Gon and Obi? We don't have an Obi.
No, I'm saying this is stuff we could be getting.
Oh, right, yeah. So
I don't think we'll get another Qui-Gon. We don't need it unless it's going to be an artisan, right?
So I think that if they decide to give us an updated Qui-Gon, there is no reason for them to not give us an artisan, just like they did Anakin, right? Just like they've been doing. And then not only that, but my question in the beginning was, are they going to do a sculpted as well? I think they will, because now with the way that they're treating the sculpted hair, which is so much better than in the past. And my example was, I took my pictures of Qui-Gon a few days ago, and to turn his head, it only turns so much because the sculpted hair is so thick and stiff that it doesn't turn. The Thor figure from Love and Thunder that I just got, Thor's hair is very long, just as long as Qui-Gon's. The only difference is that now they're making the hairs thinner, so more flexible. You can move it around. You turn the head, and it doesn't restrict it because it's more flexible. So,
well, I'd love to find that out myself if KG would ever ship my effing Thor.
So that's my thing, now that they're treating the hair differently, sculpting it differently, a lot thinner. I mean, it still looks great. Now, I don't know if you saw, but the Thor has, the braids on.
Yeah. I remember on your review you were talking about that.
Right.
So
actually
into the
outside instead of blending it in, and I pulled out the comparison to show you guys what they've been doing to the hair, and the flexibility of it is a big deal because now you could fully turn the head. Another thing that helps that specific figure, though, is that it's a detachable magnetic head. So you can literally just lift it up and place it however you want, right? So that is another benefit to that specific body.
Was there eyes on the Qui-Gon? Rolling eyes?
No.
So there's another reason to give us another one. They
Correct.
can give us the hair.
Correct.
And don't forget the USB sabers now.
There you go. So it's a 100%.
Maybe.
No, it's 100%. It's again, and the reason why I'm 100% sure about it is because of the celebration piece. A lot of people, and even though Qui-Gon I don't think is very expensive at the moment, they'll do it just for those updates that you mentioned. You know what I mean? The rolling eyeballs, the lightsaber, obviously updated outfits, right? The robes, the robe material is probably different. It most likely would be different because how old is that figure now? So the updates are coming 100%. It's just when, right? That's the only question.
I kind of wouldn't mind it either because I was like not picking up a lot of the Jedi at first because they're kind of bland to look at. They're just brown robes, you know what I mean? But as my Star Wars collection got bigger and bigger, I was like, how can I not have these guys? You know what I mean? It's kind of ridiculous. So I passed on Dooku, I passed on Qui-Gon. Like there's, I got some boneheaded moves I made. So 2.0 wouldn't be too bad for me. Everybody else that it would sink their, figures value would hate that, but oh well, what do you want me to do about that? Right. I just want my figure.
So Nightmare has a good point here. So he says for 40th Return of the Jedi was only C-3PO, Darth Vader, and the Deluxe. What is the Deluxe?
Deluxe Vader, right?
ESB 40th was Snowspeeder Luke, Boba Fett. Yep. There you go. The different color Boba Fett, Darth Vader. So there you go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 is a good 4. Correct. So between 3 and 5, I'm going to say. Right, so we already got more. We are getting this guy, so that's 2 already. Now, the thing is, what is the ratio going to be between droids and actual figures? This is considered a figure, right? But we're getting a droid. So what do you think? Do you think, what are the potential, even though somebody mentioned them up top already a little while ago, what are your potential droids from this movie specifically? Besides, obviously, what we just saw.
I don't know. You got ones they're not going to make. You've got like the little Asian dudes that would hang out behind the fish guys and work the computers. We're not going to get anything stupid like that. These are the ones.
He's like, this is stupid like that.
We're going to get these or those. We already got the bubble gum with the long face. What are the B ones? What are those? Or no?
They're the super battle droids.
Not the super ones, but the pink ones, the little skinny.
Oh, those are the B ones. Yes. I was taught that yesterday.
Now, there's a huge difference between them and the ones that look like they got dog ears, right? Or are they?
I don't even know which ones you're talking about.
Like the pink one's out, but everybody wants the tan one, right?
Is that is Sideshow? Did Sideshow make the tan ones?
I don't know, but Hot Toys made the pink one. You have it on your shelf.
No, I don't. Wait. Now, hold on, guys. Hold on, because I think we're talking about the same thing, but I think let me just make sure because I don't remember anything with dog ears.
Well, that's the way I look at it. It looks like a Doberman. Those things. It's got a long snout and the floppy ears behind it, but they're the skinniest of the droids. There's two versions of them. There's the pink ones, and then there's like the more tan ones, I think.
So there's these, right? So
yeah, those are the ones that see the back of it looks like it's got dog ears hanging down. See that on its head?
Wait, where? Oh, these
right
things
there.
here?
Yep. See, it looks like a Doberman.
But these have them, no? The Hot Toys has them.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. We get this figure? We got the pink one.
Yeah. We got this. But you're saying there's a different tone one?
I'm saying everybody's saying there's a second version of this that they want, but I haven't watched those movies in so long. I can't tell you the difference between these things anymore.
Yeah, because these from Hot Toys have this, and I know that because I was playing with it. I was like, "What the hell is this supposed to be? Hair?" So I started messing with it, and it's like a little flap. But I know Sideshow. These are the Sideshow ones. I've never owned the Sideshow ones. So I just know that they're a different color, which is why I pulled it up. So I don't know what you're talking about.
But so you got this version. You got this version of Droid. You got the
hey, look, we got these too. Security droids.
All right. Yep.
So these are different too. But I don't know what movie this would be from. You know what I mean?
And then aren't there ones that are like more pink? The whole body's more pink.
Yeah, those are the ones, the B1s.
Yeah.
But I think these are all supposed to be kind of the same. The problem is that the paint application so old that it looks a different color. But I think they're supposed to be the same ones.
So do you don't think there's any variant of this thing coming, of the one that they just released?
If they exist, absolutely. You know what I mean? That's the thing. I don't know. I don't remember the movie like that. So that's why I don't know what droids they could potentially come out with.
Neither do I. That's what I'm saying. I think it's either going to be something like that. We got this.
So you're saying that I mean, obviously you may not remember, but you're saying that there's a possibility that these B1s appeared in the Phantom Menace and we're getting a variant of that.
I don't know I mean, I know that robot appeared in the movie. I don't know what version of it or anything, so I can't say that. But they were when they landed on Naboo, and they ended up going underwater with what's his face there that everybody hates, Jar Jar. Those were those battle droids, those skinny ones. Because I remember watching that movie in the theaters, going, "What are these stupid things? Like, really? This is Star Wars? What is this?" I think they're ridiculous.
Welcome, my friend.
How you doing?
For being here. I just needed to say hi to him. Go ahead, you can continue.
That's it.
We got Mace too. The Luke Dark Empire. No, but that's different. For the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, we got Clone Trooper, Clone Pilot. I remember C-3PO, R2-D2, Geonosis Battle. So now look at this, and this is where I was going. Back years ago, there were 3 to 5. Now look how many, and this is another point I was trying to make. So now we got Clone Trooper 1, Clone Pilot 2, C-3PO 3, R2 4, Geonosis Battle Droid 5, Super Battle Droid 6, Padme 7, Anakin 8, Mace Windu 9. Okay? Again, do I think they're going to do more than 9 for this? I don't know. But can they? Absolutely. If they did it already last year, why can't they for this one?
Well, and they went deep on Ahsoka, and there's no big Marvel behind Wolverine and Deadpool right now. So we're starting to see them go deeper into things. We got Kit Fisto. We're getting the droid to cut. I mean, there's stuff that's a little off the beaten path. So maybe this is the year we get 6.
Right. Well, look at also, I think this is when, and this is how Hot Toys is feeling the whole Hollywood strike now. You know what I mean? Yep. I think this is why they're focusing. They have figures and characters for decades with Star Wars. You know what I mean? So because they didn't get any, go ahead.
Like you said, but besides the usual suspects, what are they going to? They're not going to give us like a Boss Nass or whatever his name is. The King whatever. I think it was Boss Nass, right? The one under the water, the Gungan King. That would be cool to have, but I don't think we'll get something like that. Maybe a Jar Jar. That would be dope.
Oh, Jar Jar is 100% coming eventually. 100%.
So you got the Jedis. Wouldn't you love to get one of those fish guys? This is getting out of hand. Those guys.
Yeah, but I don't think so. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I don't think so either. But I think
no, that's cool. Absolutely. No, and the fact that they're getting into aliens, that's awesome. You know what I mean?
Yeah. With those eyes, the way those eyes look, those things would be cool.
No, that'd be absolutely. But I you know, they would have to have like made like all of the important figures already, you know, all of them, and then to get into these side characters. And you know what they'll do before they do that? They'll reissue characters before going into anything new. So that's why it's like, you know what I mean? We got BMW in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. Bob says,
usually if they can slap a human body on it, you know what I mean? It'll be made before they do something too crazy.
Right, exactly. I hope they surprise us and we get a Cal Kesses for one of these showcases.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we forgot about that too.
That'd be sick.
See, that's what I'm saying. We're getting hit with so much Star Wars. How much?
Exactly.
If they were to give us 6 figures for the anniversary, are they not giving us so much this year that might cut into that number? You know what I'm saying? Because we're getting it from all angles. We're getting Attack of the Clones. We're getting, you know.
Let me
BGM.
I'm trying to pull up some because we're going to get into the next topic that you actually brought up very perfectly. Wait, why am I here? What's going on here?
Why are we here?
Why are we here? We're training the masses on not how to be peasants in the collecting community. Let's see. Imagine. Wait, what do you have back there? Stop hiding all the toys.
I've got the same old shit. I just didn't put it away.
He's got the whole arcade. He's got the whole 80s arcade back there.
I got the Medusas and Ryu and Wolverine, and everything's crammed on this table because I need a couple extra shelves right now.
So this is what we are going to get into. So as you can see, guys, this is a Japan Celebration 2025. So it looks like it's next year. Okay. But for whatever reason, they're already announcing it. They're already, I guess, creating hype for it. It says exhibitor highlight. Hot Toys specializes in creating highly detailed collectible figures, toys, and accessories based on your favorite Star Wars characters. So what were you saying, Jay, about potentials now that, you know, we're getting even deeper? And again, remember, this is strictly Japan, guys. So what do you think this is about?
Is this like they did the Jesus Back to the Future thing last year?
Yes. Something like that.
What came out of that?
Nothing yet.
Well,
everybody speculated that it was going to be that Marty and that Doc Brown that were never made, and nothing happened yet.
So what do we think is going to happen with this then?
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. I was wondering, like, what you think this is, you know, can potentially.
I don't know. It's my first time seeing it. I have no idea what this even means. It just means more Star Wars, right? What's the anniversary of? What's the date? The first date?
It just says Japan 2025 Star Wars Celebration.
Oh,
so it's just a Star Wars celebration. Nothing.
So does anybody know what that means? Like, how often do they do Star Wars Celebration? What exactly is that? Because I hear that term a lot.
And Japan specifically. You know, Nathan says Sideshow made the tan battle droids in a 2-pack, and they are pretty decent. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I remember that. But it looks like they made a different version too. The security droids. JB. Ernesto says the pink are from Attack of the Clones from Geonosis, but droids have colors for the ranks. There you go. So
the Geonosis ones. The Geonosis ones were the ones that just got made by Hot Toys, right?
Yes, the pink ones.
So the white ones have yet to be made.
Correct.
So we might get those.
Repaints, right?
I think they're slightly different looking too. Like, you know, that much.
Right, like a minor tweak.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's good. I mean, they look great. I love my little droid. So a Kid Greedo, he popped up and bumped into Kid Anakin.
That little chubster.
Sideshows with the red you just showed are security battle droids. Yes, they are on the Trade Federation ships in TPM. The pink battle droids are Geonos. Oh, so there you go. So they are different. So tan battle droids in TPM. So the Phantom Menace has the tan one. So yes. So it looks like you're right, Jay.
You think they get as slick as to give us like the repainted 3PO as that like servant droid that brings them drinks in the beginning of it when they first arrive on the ship?
See, the thing is this. If you pay attention to that one specifically, it's like beat up to hell. You know what I mean? Like it's missing everything. It's like bare bones in episode 1. So can they? Absolutely.
No, not the one that Anakin makes. Remember in the very beginning when Qui-Gon and Obi land on the ship, there's a droid that looks just like 3PO, but he's chrome. And
I don't. Well, that's if it looks like him, then absolutely.
It'd be a repaint. It'd be simple.
Exactly. I don't remember that one. I thought you were talking about the one that Anakin was making. He's like,
well, it's such a short. Yeah, it's such a short clip, though. I don't know if it's worthy of, but it may be one of those exclusive deals or something.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Anytime that you see something in a movie that Hot Toys can potentially make, okay, even if it's in there a second, like we just spoke about that specific figure, people are going to remember, oh, yeah, he was on there. Oh, I definitely want just to have the figure. Now that they can play us with the limited bullshit, who's gonna not want the figure that is limited? Everybody all of a sudden wants the limited figures. Right. Even if it's not to keep. They're sitting on the queue, queue, hoping to get the figure for whatever reason. Right. So huge possibility as well. So they could easily say, oh, we only made 2,000 of these or 3,000 of these. Again, for the fact that exactly what Jay said, it's not a popular thing. It was a short clip, but the fact that it looks like C-3PO and they could sell you a repaint of C-3PO by making him limited, it's a moneymaker for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anytime that you guys see that's anything's potentially a figure that they can make, if they can repaint it and they already have the mold, it's coming. Brad says they should call it a what if show. What if show? They do. They do Star Wars Celebration every 4 years. Oh, okay. See, I never
that's
knew
what
that
it is. See, that's what I was asking.
See, I never knew that. I never knew that at all.
So they had one in 2021 then. That's the last one.
Well, the last one I remember. The last Star Wars Celebration, wasn't that during the time that D100 or D23 Spider-Man came out? I think that was during that Star Wars Celebration, wasn't it? Because it was a Disney thing anyway.
I don't know. My memory's not good.
Does anybody remember? If anybody in the chat remember when that D23 Spider-Man with the churro and the soda can in the comic book, was that during the Star Wars Celebration that year? Please let me know in the chat if you remember, because I think that's when it was happening. Correction, they do have Star Wars Celebration annually now. There you go.
All right. Well, then maybe, all right. Because I was like, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago. I heard everybody talking about meeting up at Star Wars Celebration, and I think it was overseas. Like 1 year it was here in Vegas, and then the next year it was over the pond. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, people went to the UK. I remember 1 year for it. I remember that.
Yeah, but that was recently, like within the past couple of years.
Oh, that I don't remember. I want to say within the last 5 years, but I don't remember. Ernesto says celebrations where all-star celebs go together as a con, and they were doing it every year, but 2024 did not have one until 2025 in Japan. 2023 was in Europe. So there you go, 2023. That's the one you're talking about. So,
okay,
yeah.
so this is Star Wars Celebration. This one's in Japan. We should see some cool exclusive stuff for this.
Yep, Japan gets always cool stuff.
For sure.
Japan always gets cool stuff because remember, Japan is the capital of the toys. Let me see. We got loot.
I'm doing.
Welcome. So what up, my Acolyte fans? A new dawn is upon this guy. Unreal. Thank you for being here.
Tell him to come on. What's he doing? Tell him to come on.
You know the story.
I know he's balancing.
I'm balancing.
Yeah.
Balancing. I'm
And
the
then
only collector in the world that balances. The hell out of here. The hell out of here. Yeah, this for you. This for you. Oh, man. That is getting every acolyte figure they make, maybe even 2 of each.
Yeah, you can have mine.
You can have mine. Anakin and Sebulba pod racers with guys. Let me tell you something. I was looking at the size of when they started making like the bark speeders and stuff. For whatever reason, I remember seeing the Phantom Menace during that time, and not for the first time. It just came up for whatever reason. And I was looking at the pod racers. Let me tell you something. If Hot Toys decides to make those things, they have to be modified, because the way that those things are set up, they're so long, okay, that in a 1/6 scale, it wouldn't work. So they would have to keep it in the same size or the same length as a bark speeder or something like that to make it make sense. Because if they decide to do those pod racers, then they're going to go all out with the planes. You know what I mean? I think those flying vehicles are a possibility if they decide to make those pod races. What do you think with those pod races?
Never. I think it'd be enormous.
Michael, welcome.
What's up?
What up, Mike?
Nice to see you. So
no, those things would be. Sorry.
No, I said, what were you saying?
Oh, that thing. What's that new Batmobile? The animated one Jazz is doing. That thing's 4 feet long. They would easily be that long, right?
Well,
they're not going to make something that big. I don't see it.
Exactly. That's my point. That things are so long, it would be ridiculous. Like I said, if they're making, remember, it's supposed to be a vehicle, but to make a vehicle like that at that length, I doubt it. I think some people will definitely buy it, but I would never, have anywhere to put something like that. You know what I mean?
Wouldn't we get that Starfighter that everybody wanted before we get that? Because they already showed a prototype for it.
That's what I'm saying. So the moment they decide to make anything that big, anything's game. Because if they're giving us 4 foot long vehicles, why would they ever stop? Especially a plane. A car, one thing, cool. But a plane, where are you putting this plane? So the moment they decide to do that, believe it, it's game over. Game over.
I like the guys who, they're using those TV mounts, those swivel TV mounts to mount those planes and the Batwing.
The Batwing, yep.
Yeah, I mean, there's a guy who's got all his Hot Toys in the upstairs of his house. God bless him. I don't know how that happens, but he's got the giant Batwing on a TV swivel.
And that thing's enormous.
Yeah, I think I did see that.
Enormous.
My brother walked up to the guy who played Jar Jar and told him Jar Jar's black. This guy, unbelievable. Unreal. So just underscale the pod races. Like see, this is Brad. This is Brad. Yeah, exactly. This is Brad showing his true colors of being a peasant, not collector of Hot Toys. This is something, okay? Not this is something. This is what an in-art lover usually says, okay? Nonsense like this, okay? This is why Brad is here, so he could breathe in the actual Hot Toys knowledge and hopefully reform and conform to us here, the real company, a company that's established, okay? Not a peasant company like the one you love, Brad.
How dare you?
I wonder what the people in the bed next to him at the hospital are thinking right now. Like, what the hell's he watching?
Oh my God!
His phone's talking back to
him. Nathan says, "Yeah, they would absolutely make a Starfighter before." Exactly. So if they do that, believe me when I tell you, anything's game after that. And I've said this years ago. The moment they tease that, I said they'll never make that. The moment they do, it's game over. Because that means that, guess what? If people are buying vehicles that big, then it doesn't matter, And I think what's holding them back is the production, holding back the production is the shipment, right? It's how are we going to make this worth the shipping? You know what I mean? Because it's got to go worldwide. So they can't give us a humongous box that's going to cost us $300, $400, $500 to ship like any given Jazz Inc. product. People aren't going to be happy about that.
That box for the speeder bikes is gigantic. I don't know. I heard that Blurg is pretty huge too. I would never own that ugly thing, but these you're getting into statue territory when you start getting that big.
Exactly.
And those boxes are enormous.
And so it's either going to be a way of them making it to where it's either broken up and we got to put it together, which would be kind of cheap if you ask me, but they have to figure it out because the box cannot be humongous by any means, and it has to be padded enough where it's not going to break in transit, it's not going to crack, it's not going to.
Well, come on, that Blurg is made out of all PVC. That would never break in a million, even if it was, in pieces. How could that thing break? You know what I mean?
Well, that Blurg feels super thick. I don't know. You know what I mean?
But what about the DeLorean issues they had? A big vehicle like the Starfighter or a pod racer would have to come in two parts because you got like those most of them have like that like the connection cables and whatnot.
Right.
It's not like a solid body.
Like the engines are connected to it.
Yeah, but they're almost like two pieces. You know what I mean? It's not like one thing you could just lift up. So it would have to come with some sort of stand. Like there's a whole lot that would go into that too.
Well, look at the DeLoreans. You have to attach some pieces. Sometimes like when the whole bumper metals come off, you gotta you know what I mean? You gotta adjust them. So I guess it's something that you gotta plug in and figure out. Michael, question for you. What do you think this is about? Like what do you think that they're planning on doing? What do you expect out of this, if anything?
What is this?
So it looks like they're doing a celebration in Japan. It looks like it's a yearly thing, the chat was saying. So do you expect so we talked about how there were 9 figures from the last celebration. Not that one. Where is the nightmare right here? So it looks like, as you can see, they made a whole bunch. Not that one. Where's the nightmare? Here it is. So for the 20th anniversary of Attack of the Clones, they made all these figures. So we're trying to figure out how many figures you think, or what figures you think will be announced in this celebration convention.
I mean, didn't they make them because it was wasn't it I don't know, what was it, the 40th anniversary, wasn't it?
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. We have the Phantom Menace anniversary going on.
Right, which is the
we're just coming on Return of the Jedi 40th. And then now next year they're going to have the Star Wars celebration that's annually is going to have we don't know. They could pull from any of the lines.
But what's the anniversary? Is there any specific anniversary right now?
No, just Star Wars. Just Star Wars celebration. That's it. Just Star Wars celebration. So anything Star Wars.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't think there's anything special. I wouldn't.
So you just think what, reissues and?
Oh, well, your standard probably. Your what they have your San Diego exclusive. You're gonna have your those types of things. I don't think they're gonna go out of their way for.
No, but this is Japan, strictly Japan.
I don't know. I don't remember there being a Japan exclusive.
No, I'm saying they have the convention in Japan. This celebration is in 2025 in Japan. So I'm saying, how Japan always makes the coolest stuff. They're the world capital of toys. So that's what I'm saying. What do you expect, if anything? Are you expecting anything cool, anything different?
No.
Now, staying with you, we got this announcement yesterday, as you can see. Transforms 3 different ways. Is this something exciting for you? Are you getting any of these? Are you pre-ordering anything? Obviously not, but is this something appealing to you whatsoever?
I don't know if you can call a droid like this exciting, but I was intrigued by it a little bit, and I don't know. This is a little bigger too. I don't know. I felt like this thing was smaller. I don't know when Obi-Wan and who was it? Was it Anakin? Who's fighting him in the first one, or the
Qui-Gon?
Qui-Gon, thank you. They seemed like knee high, didn't they? They didn't seem like they were as big as a battle droid, basically. So unless I'm thinking of another droid.
Well, no, these went all the way up to a super battle droid.
Yeah, these
No,
are,
but but when this first came out, I thought the same thing as Mike. I thought they were like they squatted lower to the ground like a crab. So I went back and I looked at some images, and it turns out not so much. So I don't know. Maybe it was like one of those Berenstain Bears things.
yeah, this is big. I don't know. Like I looked at this and I'm like, you know what? I have, I have a little fleet of those skinny droids. I got 2 battle droids. Where am I going to fit this monstrosity?
That's my problem. When obviously I want to, I'm probably going to get to, but my first thought was, all right, it looks cool, right? I need to get the both looks, but I'm like, wait a minute, this thing looks pretty wide. Like
Exactly.
like 2 of
Wide
these would
spans.
probably take up like, you know what I mean? Like a whole detail this way, you know what I mean? At least a long way. And then that throws off a display. So I have to see, obviously, when they're out in hand and figure out then after. But
well, go back to all the droids. If you go back to all the droid pictures, I mean, let's be honest. What's number 3 on the list?
What do you mean?
I don't know for you guys. For me, it's that definitely that one in the middle. Like I would rather have all those other 2 droids than this droidica.
Oh, no way. I'd rather have the Droidica first.
No, not me.
It's the coolest of them. The other ones are boring. They don't move very well. That pink one is horrendous. I hate that thing.
I guess you could say nostalgia to the other ones than that middle one.
So what is it about the droidica that isn't really appealing to besides the size?
I don't know. I guess maybe it's that humanoid form. I don't know. It's definitely more robotic, more machine than it is droid. You know what I mean? So, there's definitely, I want to say, more movie time with those other 2 droids than there was this one. So that's probably another reason.
Right. And then also here it is, guys, already at Secret Base on display. Looks beautiful. I still want to see it next to an actual figure. You know what I mean?
That thing is going to be such a space eater.
Yeah, right.
The price is what's killing me because
the price too, $265.
But wait, no. Initially I was like, wow, this price isn't cool. But then I was like, well, comparatively speaking, with everything else these days, maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's just that sideshow freaking hike, because the number ain't the real number. You know what I mean? So when you look at it 260, you're like, well, maybe it is worth 260, but
is
it's
it really
not.
Is it really 260 though? Like, don't you have to have 2 of these?
Well, that's my point. So it's already 300 once you tack on tax and sideshow bullshit.
$500 for this if you want this.
So then 2 of these, you're looking at $600 for 2 of these. It's like, I don't see $600 there, and because there's no die cast, this is all plastic, 100%. So I think I'm going to wait and hope enough people hate this thing that I can get them cheap in the future. That's what I'm hoping for. Otherwise, I guess I'm not going to get them.
You're going to try to peasant collect?
I would be worried it would be like the other droid, because it's because it's a droid, it's not a character, it's not going to be a highly pre-ordered thing, and they're going to go quick, just like the other droid did.
Listen to Brett. Listen to Brett talking smack and trying to start trouble. They should have added the bubble shield. You know damn well you're not buying no bubble shields, and you're not buying this figure anyway. Stop running your mouth. If this thing had in our honor, you'd be all over it. Stop it.
Dude, wouldn't it be dope though to get a glass blower to make you a drop on sphere, and it's got that nice like oiled look to it when the light hits it, so you can actually catch like some of that blue effect. That would be dope as shit.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
And a little LED lightsaber lit up against it. It'd be cool.
Hey, baby.
Lawyer, welcome.
I'm doing.
Nice to see you. Welcome. So as you can see, another thing that bothers me with the price, Jay, was this. This is going to be very cheap feeling, right? It's going to have some weight to it. It has to, but it's going to be kind of light, right? Yeah. The thing is, the reason why I think the even though I don't like it, right? I don't like the price one bit. But the reason why it's justifiable, and the only reason why I believe it's justifiable, is because of the fact that you got the 3 modes, and I think that's what they're banking on to sell it to us at that price, is the fact that it's not one figure, right? If you buy
Yeah,
three, you
how
have
cool
three
is that too? How cool is it that this thing transforms and does that? Remember when I was saying we should get the Grievous cycle or whatever?
Yep.
And that thing might be huge. That's probably why we wouldn't get it. But when you see something like this, it's, you know, pretty comparative.
Right. Blue figure, welcome.
I'm doing.
Here we got Paul in the house. How are you, my friend? You made it.
I'm doing.
Guys, it's 38 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you don't mind. Thank you guys for being here as well. So that's why I was like, you know what? 265 seems like a lot for this thing, even though, fully formed, fully transformed, tall, right? Bulky. So, like I said, you buy three of these, you got three completely different figures out of the one figure. Right. So is it justifiable? I think it is for that reason and that reason only. If it was just, for example, the ball.
You just said it's justifiable to spend $750 to get three of these looks.
I'm saying,
you just said that. Did I just hear that right?
No. What I'm saying is, obviously, if you don't like this and you're not a fan and you don't care for it, you're not going anywhere near it. So they could have made it $100. You're not buying it either way.
Let me get the total. I want to hear the total out of pocket on that. $265 tax shipping. Are we close to 9?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's the thing. Obviously, it's just like anything else, right? There's a lot of figures that are not justifiable, but people pay for them anyway because that's what they want. So that's my point, right? My point is not that like, oh, it's fair because of no. What I'm saying is, to me, at that price, I don't like it, right? I don't like it, but I can justify it because of the fact that out of the one figure, you could get three completely different looks out of it that are part of the movie. And like I said, if you decide to get three, I'm not saying that anybody will or everybody should, but what I'm saying is if anybody does, you'll have three completely different figures from that one figure. Yes, at $265.
Listen, next week, if they announced there was a freaking motorcycle for this thing, you would be like loving it.
A motorcycle for this thing. Can you imagine?
I think back to that stupid bug figure that you bought. You know what I mean?
Which one?
The Kamen Rider?
Yeah, that one.
No, I didn't buy that yet. What do you mean?
You didn't buy that yet?
No, what are you talking about? What bug figure?
Shocking. What do you mean your Kamen Rider figures you were jizzing all over?
Well, no, I'm buying them. I'm buying 04, 03, and then the bike, but I didn't get them yet.
This thing is just not on the high priority Star Wars character list. It's not.
Ernesto, I do not like the price, but give me 4, please.
Like, what do we like? 260 now is, you used to depend on something like a trooper would be 220.
This should be 189. It should be 189 all day.
No,
right, but the market's raised. That's the thing. 2 years ago, it should have been 189. So now, should it be 220? I think I'd like it at 220 to 230, not 260. But that's where everything else is. A trooper now is 250.
Yeah, I don't think it costs that much more to make these figures now. They're just, you know what I mean? Look, I get it, right? If you find out people are willing to pay these numbers, like, why would you ever try to change it back? Like, that's.
And that's one of the things InArt did. Sure, it brought competition and it made Hot Toys innovate in some ways, but it also let them realize they could raise their prices a bit and get away with it.
Yeah.
And then when people go on streams and they tell Yoast, oh, we'd be willing to pay X amount of dollars for this, it's like, don't tell the guy haggle a little.
Peasants don't know any better. That's why.
I know.
Even if they lose 20%, let's say there's 20% of people not willing to spend that money. Who cares? Because again, the people that are paying the marked up number now is making up for it. So they're it's
and they're exclusive, so they're guaranteed to sell out. I mean, it's their marketing approach since COVID has been pretty good, pretty smart.
I think so. You know what I mean? Because they had FOMO was the driving force before, and now they're that whole look at Fabs is a perfect example that it's working. The 2.0 body, the rarity of the limited edition.
Yes, their mind tricks are working on only me. So, guys, so we have a comment by Albert. It looks like he's on remedial time right now, so I need to explain something to him. He says the mental gymnastics Fabs does to justify is unrivaled.
Look, that is true.
No. Wait. Let's fix something here real quickly, okay, Albert? Okay, Albert. What I said, Albert, was that I personally, I'm going to explain it again so you can get your calculator.
Uh-oh.
So here it is. I don't like the price at all. Okay, I don't like it. But if for whatever reason I had to buy it, which I'm buying two, I said. But for whatever reason, if I had to buy it, right? The 265 price point is okay because of the fact that I could get 3 figures out of 1. So that's the only reason why I'm not telling you to justify it or figure out a way to justify it for yourself. No, I can justify having a figure at 265 that could give me 3 different looks out of it all day long. If this was just the ball, absolutely not. If it was just this, absolutely not. If it was just this, absolutely not. But because we could transform it and have different looks out of that one figure, I'll be like, you know what? I'll suck it up and do the 265. That's what I mean. So I hope you got it.
And this should have been a 2-pack of some kind too. You know what I mean? Like even a 2-pack, like in the mid 4s, is more. I could stomach more than.
Oh, right. So that would have been a great opportunity.
Or 5. Call it an even 5. 250 a piece.
Yes.
You know.
495.
489. Yeah, do the 489 trick. Yeah.
489 or 495 for a 2-pack. Beautiful. That's no problem. And I think people would have been happier. I think people love the 2-packs, right? Not the 2-packs. So I think that it would have been a great idea for them to do something like that. Real quickly, also, Michael, I know you love this, but before we continue, let's get your take on Jake Sully finally released. I don't know if you own the original one. Do you now, right?
No.
You don't. All right. So how do you feel about this? Is it something that you're getting 2 of for the different looks? Are you pre-ordering? Are you not pre-ordering because it's out? But are you ordering any of them at all, or nothing for you?
No, not for me.
You didn't like the movies at all?
No, I like the movies. I think
what is it?
I don't know. I think that long-legged figure looks a little ridiculous. So.
So you're not.
These things are big, you know what I mean? They're like if they're accurate, I think if I'm not mistaken, I remember them being like 18 inches. They're like giant.
I have the original one, deluxe with a nice base. I'm getting these 2 as well. I don't have Natiri. I only have Jake Sully, but obviously if I get the new Natiri, I have to get the new Jake Sully. So
look at that thing leaping with those legs. Look at that. Oh God! I mean,
no, they are funky looking, right?
They should have done a promo picture with doing a giant Van Damme split. That would have sold it for me.
Oh my God! So yeah, rate it since you're not getting it. 1 to 10.
2.
So you don't like anything about it. You don't like the detail. You don't like the likeness. You don't like anything.
You could tell me that you would be buying it for me, and I would say, please save the shipping.
So it's not even appealing to you at all. Look at that.
There's not even like that would stress me out coming into my house because there's nowhere for it to go. No. To me, that's
Jay, so we got this release finally. Mike said he's only getting 1 because there's not much room in his collection. How many of these would you get?
0.0.
You guys are not real collectors, I can tell you that. So this here, guys, is a figure that I I don't know if they updated the body. It does look a little different. It has a lot less.
Wait,
stuff
did you
on
get this? Did you get this?
Of course.
I have the original one, but I didn't pre-order this. I'm
All
getting
right,
this
but
one.
are you getting it?
No, I'm getting this in the tier because I have the original one, so I have to get it.
Is he getting it?
I keep hoping there's like just a line somewhere, but no.
No.
Oh my god,
Hasn't happened yet.
No.
But one thing I noticed about this, a lot less stuff on him than the original one. As you can see, he has literally just this little cover up here and the little bandolier vest that he's got on, and that's it. The weapon, and literally that's it. And obviously, if you get the deluxe, you get the fancy base that lights up, which is really cool. It's always very nice, those bases that light up. And so this is it right here. It looks like you're, stepping on.
How excited is that? I can't see the chat in here, by the way, guys, because I'm doing it on my phone. I don't know about technology yet. So, what's the chat think of this? I can never see what anybody.
Look at that joint. Look at that. It smacks me in the face. That knee joint.
All the joints. It's Mondo. It's a Mondo figure.
Ugh.
No way. This is not a Mondo. What this is the. So for those who have the Harley Quinn, this is how they made the knees for her as well. They've been using this type of knee flap for their bodies for a while now.
Humans don't have a knee flap.
Huh?
Neither do blue people.
Well, so this is how they make. This is how their seamless knees are supposed to be. You know what I mean? So this is why they do this little flap.
Because it's double jointed, right?
Yeah, well, I guess, whatever. No, I don't think so, actually. The back of the knee is single jointed. Let me see. Let me see if I could get a back shot. No. Yeah, no, I think it's single jointed. I don't think there's any reason for it to be double. No, of course I'm not going to get
then you see the joint at the hip. It's just all over the place. It's just, the elbow. Yeah, no thank you.
Hold on.
It's so toy.
Yeah, look at that. Like, yeah, you see it at the hip, you see it at the elbow. You see every crease because he's half naked. Doesn't work for me.
So now, if this is the huge property that Avatar is, would they spend the extra money in R&D to make a silicone body like they do Thanos and whatnot for this? Like they didn't. They chose not to.
I read somewhere that the second movie did crazy well. Like I can't believe. I think I read somewhere that second Avatar movie, the water movie, did extremely well.
I heard that too, but I couldn't get through it. So I'm like, what is the real deal?
I didn't watch the whole thing either. I'm with you.
So as you can see, right, it's the same exact body. Look at the knees, same flap, right? Yeah. Same tall figure, literally same thing. As you can see, the bandoliers are different now in the new one. The knife is there. So the head sculpt is completely different, as you can see as well. So they change a lot of the figure, overall in the figure. But as you can see, this thing is gorgeous. See, single jointed in the back, like I said. Because there's no need to have a double jointed knee because you're not going to be, ninja doing this thing. So, or ninja posing this thing. So, but look at that. This thing is gorgeous. That's why I have to get all three because first of all, they didn't make Natiri for the first one. So she's a must. And then obviously Jake Sully looks different, so I have to get him as well. He looks more badass with the paint on the face than he does in the new figure. But obviously, again, because they're different, I have to get it.
Well, we do always ask for different stuff. It's just
exactly.
It looks very plastic, like a Mondo figure looks plastic because it is.
It's not. It's not
the only thing.
It's not.
You said it's like a rubberized type.
Correct. It's exactly. So what I was gonna say was it's like a Venom, it's like a Carnage. So it's that rubberized body with the cheap plastic joints.
So then that's what I'm saying. Why not go the extra step and actually get rid of the seams and make it a fully rubber body or like a silicone body? Spend the extra money in the R&D because something must have told them that the sales weren't going to be there for this. But if the movie did fantastic, like they said, why wouldn't they invest it? So that's what I'm having a trouble bringing those.
Look, you make a valid point there, right? Because if the movie did well, you would think there's huge, support to buy these figures, and there's no question this is a cheaped out remake of the first one.
Maybe the sales on the first movie weren't that good and they're going based on that, and they said we're just going to kind of put the same amount of money into it that we did the first one, get our money and get out.
I mean, it was up there, right? I think it was up there. That stupid Avatar water movie, it was like number 2, like
Yeah, it was hit. It was a hit. It was a hit movie. Apparently, made like billions of dollars too. With showing his joints, this is the 2099 Spider-Man they decided to release.
Right. Right.
Oh my god,
That's funny.
Carnage. Modak Mike, the true veteran.
Number 3 all time. Can you believe that? Number 3 all time. The only thing that beat that is Endgame and then the first Avatar. Crazy.
Wow.
Like it beat Titanic, that stupid movie.
That's a sad commentary on human beings.
Like did every person in China go see that movie? Like what? How did that happen? Is that big in China, Avatar?
It's got to be. It's got to be because the fact that they made the first one, right? They made the first Jake Sully, and then they made both of them for the second movie. That tells you something. You know what I mean?
Blows my mind. Yeah, it blows my mind.
But like I said, the figure's great, right? You don't do much with it, but when you're looking at it, it looks amazing. The way it feels looks amazing. The way the paint on the actual body looks incredible. The way they put everything on it, all the bands, and like all this stuff. Like here now is all plastic, but here we got actual like rope, we got feather. So really, really, really nice figure. Overall, that's why I got it, and I will definitely get the other two. Also, guys, we have to go over a bunch of stuff that we didn't even get to talk about, and it's actually very exciting because I personally have ordered two of them, and when I saw what had happened to one of the company's product, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I hope this is not what we're all going to be getting. A lot of people already very, very concerned with what it looked like we were getting. So this is what I'm talking about, guys. Very exciting because it's coming.
Oh, so, wow. I almost forgot this thing existed.
Right. So Round Code RCN Studios, shout out to them. Finally looks like the heads are either done or about to be done or about to, start getting finalized or whatever. But here is the Andrew Garfield head sculpts that everybody ordered from 1/6 Kit. And I can tell you they look very, very good. They actually look better than the prototype, in my opinion. The prototype didn't look as good as this. I'm going to go with you, Jay. Did you order this at all? Or did you look into this at all or no?
No, I want it from you.
Oh, that's right. You want the raffle. That's correct. The giveaway.
So I'm waiting. Whenever he ships it to me, I'll slap it on the head and see what I think. I like the hair. I think that hair is pretty cool.
The hair is perfect. That's one thing that I noticed. Look how high up the hair is, which is exactly like he was in the movie. His hair.
Yeah, well, look at the peaks and valleys in it. You usually don't get that with Hot Toys. It's more uniform and
right here.
It's kind of cool.
Yep. So,
yeah, this looks pretty good comparatively speaking to some of the other things I've seen. This doesn't look bad at all.
Right, very, very.
Look at that face. That's pretty.
No, it looks awesome.
Nice.
It looks very, very good. As you can see, he did the freckle tones on it, which is incredible. That's what gives it that real skin look, right?
Dude, can we just say these guys are all getting so good now? Like, if you don't get a good head sculpt with a figure, it's a shame. Across all tiers.
Right.
From your higher tiers to your lower tier third party stuff, you should be getting good head sculpts all the time now. Because everybody's doing a good job. Everybody's doing a good job.
And guys, there's 36 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you don't mind, guys. Thank you guys for being here as well. I appreciate you guys.
That Anakin came out looking pretty good when I finally saw in-hand photos of it too, and everybody was like, thought that was a step down.
Correct, and that's what I said. Whatever, if it looks like crap on camera on blogger pictures, on blogger photos, I'm going to tell you it looks like crap on blogger photos, but I can guarantee you 99.9 of the figures will look perfectly fine in hand. These blogger photos have been making them look crappy, extra shiny. The rolling eyes, once you start messing with them, some angles make the figures look very ugly. So I am done counting on these blogger pictures for verification whether the figure is good or not, because they suck. So Michael, how do you feel about the head sculpt? Is it something that you think you're going to need for your Andrew Garfield if you even bought one, or not really?
It's too early for me. I don't know. Like that picture there doesn't sell me on it, to be quite honest. So I gotta see it.
How about this one? Does this one sell you on it with
Nope.
the demon eyes?
No, it's not finished yet, right? It doesn't.
Well, it is finished. Like, what would you expect him to do after this?
Well, if it's that, then I'm not thrilled.
Wait, did you order this figure?
No.
Oh, that's why you're not thrilled, because you don't care.
No, I'd give you a who cares if I don't care. But
I'll give you a who cares.
no, that head sculpt remains to be seen so far. You know, let's see the finished product.
With ticket prices as high as they are, it would be easier to beat Titanic now. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's another metric they don't tell you.
You know what? That's a great point.
Yep.
It's literally double, right? You only need half the people showing up now to make that same number.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
We got
it's $40-something to take me and my 5-year-old to the stupid movies these days.
Literally. Yep. Chris, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Thank you for being here, my friend. Welcome. Looks like Kramer from Seinfeld, pencil neck. You guys are crazy. Mike is like, F that. Mike, trash. You guys. Does the neck look too long? So the problem is this. This is the neck attachment that comes on the original head. So he has it looking up right now. So that's why it's looking extra long. And obviously, as you can see, the angle of the picture is coming from the bottom up. So it's going to look taller. It's going to look longer. But I can tell you, you're not going to have a problem with that whatsoever once it's on the figure, guaranteed. Because you're not going to look at it from the bottom up like this. You know what I mean? So that's not going to be a problem.
As you can clearly see, that I'm definitely not blocking.
This Deadpool.
Why?
I said you got me where the guy that you're talking about is supposed to be, and I'm like, as everybody can clearly see that picture right there.
I see what you're talking about. Gotcha. No,
there you
I
go.
thought you were showing something.
No.
So yeah, so as you can see, guys, that was my fault. So as you can see, he's looking up, and the camera angle is going, this way, right? So that's why you're seeing it from the bottom up. So it looks long because he's facing up. But the moment you bring his head down, he'll be perfectly fine. So don't worry, Bob.
Yeah, it's like the JFK assassination. Is he looking up and the bullet's coming down and they're going north?
Exactly. So Bob, we have this already. I think this is the one we already paid off and are ready to go. But don't worry. If you don't like it, I'll take yours. It's not a big deal. Neck looks weak. Yeah, well, that's the standard neck that came with his original figure. So if they made it weak, they made it weak. You know what I mean?
Neck looks weak.
Well, exactly. That's Brad for you.
We're nitpicking necks now. What are we doing?
Brad. But I could tell you this: when Inner came out with that bullshit rock that they made, Brad was the first one online going, "Hell yeah, finally some quality product."
This is the drip in his arm talking right now. That's what that
is. Brad, Brad, just that paint. Paint that crap blue.
Yep, paint blue. Give it a motorcycle. He's got 10 in coming.
Oh, this might be an old comment. Maybe he was talking about the neck on the Avatar guy.
No. He's being a peasant.
Having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
I was watching him on Rogan last night. That's funny.
Oh no, I love Cat Williams.
Yeah, he's different. He's different.
It needs he's the me of comedy. It needs an RCN next. This guy.
That nobody ever.
So disrespectful. So disrespectful. Looks like a giraffe. Oh my god, Brad, unbelievable. All right, guys. So again, that was a good exciting. That was some good exciting news I got, because a lot of people are stressed out and worried about these head sculpts. For those who don't know, the John Wick came out months ago and it looked like complete garbage. And everybody was like, what the hell is this? This looks worse than the prototype. And he had to go back to the drawing board to do it all over again. So that's why you guys never saw him again. But he's obviously, he disappeared. I haven't spoken to the guy. He's been clearly busy working. So it looks like we're going to get a good product, guys. Thank God. Thank God, because I could not handle a crappy, what do you call it? A crappy head sculpt all over again, you know? And let me pull up my next topic because it's...
We're going to talk about the boys and what they did to our friggin' show. Jesus.
I don't know, Mike, did you watch?
What's that, The Boys?
Yeah, you've been watching this year?
I watched has there been just one or two?
There's been 4, I think.
Has there been that many? I think I only saw the first one so far. I'm behind.
Yeah, I think I'm out, man. I think they pushed it just about as far as I'm going to take it.
It's like I'm out.
But let me tell you, the first 4, the first season, the second season, awesome show. Awesome.
Amazing.
Show.
Yeah.
So, but no, I haven't really got myself into the. You know what? I've seen more of that Star Wars show. I wanted to see what that acolyte or whatever was all about. The alkaline battery.
You haven't been watching it?
No, I have. I have watched that, and I watched. For some reason, I got into that Fallout show.
Fallout's good. I still have yet to get to the last 2 episodes of it, and I started it like a month ago.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. I like it. Yeah.
But I've been going to that. Like, so I've been like picking the Fallout and the Acolyte over the Boys for some reason. And then Dune 2, like I wanted to see that movie, so I keep putting that on and falling asleep to that. But yeah, I haven't made my way to the Boys yet. Maybe because I'm saving it because I think I want to see that the most, to be honest.
Well, that's what kills me about it. I couldn't wait to see it, but then it's they pushed it a little far last year with making everybody actual Nazis, and then now it's there comes a point where you're not commenting on society anymore. You're trying to influence it, and that's where I draw the line. I'm like, I've had enough of your opinions on all this shit. See ya. So,
and that's what it is. It's not about
becoming propaganda.
Correct. It's not about art anymore. It's not about fun anymore. It's about pushing an agenda and pushing a message.
Wait. Where's the agenda in the Boys?
Where?
Yeah. What are you saying is the agenda in the Boys?
The fact that that Homelander is literally Trump, and he got hooked up with an actual Nazi. That was the end of the 3rd season. They're fighting legit Nazis. They got pictures of him with Hitler and so on and so forth. And then this year, it's they turned Frenchie gay. And then there's the smartest woman in the world is constantly reminding you that she's the smartest person in the world. And of course, she's a woman, and everybody else is an idiot. And now it's Starlight with a big fake lip.
The Frenchie thing bothered me. And then someone said like that it was mentioned before that he was bi, and it's just like what's his name said the other day, right? If it adds to the story, if it moves the story in some way, I don't care. You know what I mean? Right. But like just to throw it in there for shock value, or just to throw it in there because you can, it's lame. It just doesn't do anything.
That's why the 1st and 2nd season were so good, because I knew what their point. It's Seth Rogen's behind this. We all know his political views. I understood that there was going to be a certain amount of stuff in there that might not be appealing to me, but I said it's fine. Art is a commentary on life. But now it's like they should have ended it after the 2nd season. The 3rd season, they really went overboard with pushing their bullshit. And now it's season 4, and they're going even crazier. It's like every new thing they introduce doesn't need to be there. It's just there to push a narrative.
Well, yeah, the whole pronoun thing, like I'll never look at. I'm in my late mid-40s. You'll never get me to get on board with pronouns. I'm not going to call an individual person plural. You know what I mean? They bullshit. Right. That's just crazy talk to me. And the fact that, well, they said, right, 30%, 35% of the Disney writers are basically gay or are of bisexual orientation. So that's why, you're seeing this in Star Wars in the way that it is. But like, what's the actual population of gay people? 10? Less than 10%? I can't see it being.
It's less. It's less according to statistics, but who knows about any of that shit?
I mean,
that's not even what bothers me. I don't care about any of that. It's just stop hammering it at people. Don't live your life. Do the thing you want to do. I have plenty of gay people in my life that I'm cool with, but they're in my family. I love them.
That's what it is. Move the story. Make it.
Stop.
I was just gonna say, you guys started to sound, homophobic. That's my job. We got Harvey Dent in the house.
That's true. That's true. I gotta save that for you.
We got Harvey Dent in the house. Hawaii, my friend. Welcome.
Thing, right? It comes off, I guess, because you know what? I'm sure everyone, right? That's where they want to go with it. That they want to make it so that it comes off like it's homophobic. But again, it's not. Do whatever you want to do. You want to shove hamsters up your butt. God bless you. Do it behind your closed doors. I just don't need it in my movies. You know?
How dare you?
But even if it's in the movie, like you said, make it part of the storyline. You don't have to tell me. The woman they introduce, they make a running joke of it where they go, she's the smartest woman in the world. And she goes, person. So it's like, it's all this women's lib bullshit. There's all these layers of this shit that they're always trying to throw at you. And it's like, just tell me a story. I'll see all of it with my eyes. You don't have to keep hammering it home. I get it. Like, it's
horrible.
I remember when I first met Mike, I said, what are your pronouns? He said, who cares? We got Harvey Dent said, I just started collecting Hot Toys this year, but I consider myself an expert. So I just want to say that neck looks fine. Hot Toys did a better job than FabsFigures, and that's all they're expected to.
What did that say?
I don't know, but
Yikes.
Cassandra says, call them Smurfs. Oh, you were reading that, Joker J? He says, I just started collecting Hot Toys this year, but I consider myself an expert. So I just want to say that neck looks fine. Hot Toys did a better job than FabsFigures, and that's all they're expected to. I don't get it. I think
that's funny.
He's trying.
He's joking. He's joking.
Harvey.
I say one thing about Faz, he is passionate about collecting. Absolutely, just like you're passionate about the comic books. See, we have some common ground. Peasant bread. Just kidding. See, I knew it because I was like, there's no way this makes any sense right now. We got Carter says firecracker.
yeah, firecracker.
Well, let Cripe cook. Who's Cripe? Is that from the boys?
Is that a writer? Kripke? I don't know.
Kripke.
The name sounds familiar though.
Yeah, I don't know. So they ruined your show, Michael. Fab Five Freddy told me. Fab Five Freddy, this guy. This is the year of the A train leaves the station. I'm not talking about the character. Oh my God. You guys. All right, so Michael. Last but not least, we got this beauty here. So when shout out to Rudy. When Rudy was on, we had this discussion on this. So the thing about this figure is, number one, it's very necessary. So Thunder Toys has made so far, Polka Dot Man has made Bloodsport, a version of Bloodsport, because So-So Toys made a second version. And obviously Hot Toys made Peacemaker, they made King Shark, and now we have, again, Thunder Toys trying to finish the line for us, thank God, by making Harley Quinn. Now, my problem, right, because Rudy didn't have a problem. My problem with this figure is that there's no likeness to her whatsoever. Rudy was very happy with the head sculpt, in the sense, not that he was happy with the likeness, because clearly there's no likeness, but he said that the head sculpt looks perfectly fine because it doesn't look ugly. It's still a female, right? If you really want to complete the line, here she is, but you're not going to get Margot Robbie's likeness. So number one, for you, are you collecting that line? Number two, is this appealing to you if you're collecting the line to complete the line? And number three, do you see any likeness there or not?
You talking to me? I started collecting the line, yes. I am waiting for the line to go on discount. I think King Shark is going to be $99 eventually. This doesn't look good to me, and I wouldn't get it. As much as I want to get the line, because I would stick this in the back, right? I would stick this behind King Shark, and I wouldn't see it.
So there's nothing appealing about this whatsoever. The fact that, we have her now, we have, we're able to complete the line, because at the end of the day, it's mostly the outfit, right? Look at those
real hair extension things that are going on, that looks ridiculous.
You think that's going to look cheap in hand?
Yes, that looks cheap right there.
So
in hand, it'll look worse.
So guys, so it looks like they're sculpting most of the head, right? As you can see, all the blonde, and even here is a different tone of blonde. So you got dirty blonde in the back,
and
you got bleach blonde in the front, and then you got fake doll hair attached to the ends of the sculpted hair. So I don't think it's going to look bad in hand, because here it is, another angle, guys. Just because, I think everything else is going to be, you're going to be focused more on everything else than that hair.
That's not going to work. You're going to hear it here first. Sculpted / doll hair combo ain't going to be pulled off by Thunder Toys.
No.
So you're saying the technique is like something that, why they bothering with something like this?
It's, who's done it yet? Has Hot Toys did it? Wait, has the King, as Fabs would say it, has the King done it?
Well, they haven't done it because Thunder Toys is more innovative than Hot Toys.
I don't think so.
Well, they're trying something new. You can't blame them for that.
This is not going to come off good.
All right, Jay, what do you think?
I think this is perfect for RCN. Get him to do a head sculpt of Margot Robbie with rooted hair. It'd sell like hotcakes.
He's not clearly, he doesn't do any rooted anything. He's just
sculpting. Well, give us a sculpted one then, but give us one that fits this. I don't like Thunder Toys. I haven't seen anything they've done that I thought was good.
Oh, the Bloodsport is very good. They've made actually their Bloodsport.
You mind getting it?
Huh?
Do you mind getting it?
The Bloodsport outfit. I'm going to bring So-So Toys and Thunder Toys, and you're going to see the difference.
Okay.
I forget which one I have. I don't know if I have the Thunder Toys or the.
Because maybe that's the one that's good, because I haven't seen one yet. And
Thunder Toys, it didn't show off a head sculpt. Like, I felt the non-head sculpt version of the figure, Thunder Toys did better than So-So. And I have him with his helmet on.
So I have to show
like,
you.
I would want to replace this head. And then what did I really buy? I bought this body and I bought this thing, and it's Thunder Toys quality, and it's like,
I think you could pull that off. I think if you bought this body and then, like, because all you would probably need to do is paint, tidy up the hair a little bit, and
Yeah, so I think this figure has a lot of potential. You guys know that I would never get anything crappy. If it looked horrible, even though there's no likeness, she's got to complete the line. She's going to complete the line for me, so I have to get her. So here it is, guys.
Uncarded saying the same thing. I'd get a different head sculpt.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah.
So this is the Thunder Toys, right? So as you can see, so the Thunder Toys outfit. Pay attention to the outfit, because that's the only difference in between the So-So Toys and this one. So look at the sleeves on the outfit. It's literally the same material all around. The pants, same as the pants, same as everything, right? So
die-cast shoulder.
What?
Die-cast shoulder.
Right.
Is that like a canvas outfit?
No, this is not die-cast. This is plastic.
Well, there's something die-cast on him, isn't there?
Let me see. I think no, I don't think so. Maybe the weapons. And then this is the So-So Toys, and for those who have the figure know why I just removed the hand, because he's flipping the bird. So
Fabs, look, feel his ankle things. Those are die-cast.
On which one?
On the Thunder Toys.
No, it's all plastic.
That is not plastic, bro.
Well, then I got a bootleg one because mine are plastic. So as you can see, this is So-So Toys, also plastic. But the difference between the two outfits, let me show you side by
Hold
side.
on, I gotta stop you. Die-cast is cold to the touch. Am I right? You're telling me that this thing here, to pull up my screen, this thing right here.
Hold on.
That's not cold to the touch to you on your figure?
Hold on. Hold on. Let me. That's which one is that? That's Thunder Toys.
Yeah.
These things on his shins. This is die-cast.
No, so what you're referring
This is
to,
this is die-cast. This is die-cast.
right? So the gauntlets are die-cast, but the pieces you're referring to on the
This
ankle
is die-cast. You just called this plastic. This is die-cast.
No. This on mine, this is plastic. Maybe yours is die-cast, but this is plastic on mine.
How in the world could we get two separate
I'm
different
telling you,
figures?
this is plastic on mine. I could rip it off and show you.
Let me see.
Mine's
Let me see.
bending.
Let me see. Let me see.
Mine's bending. Hold on. Mine's 100% bending right now.
Hey, Mars changed things up when they did their second run of Joker. There's a chance that Thunder made two different versions of this thing.
Oh, look.
Okay, you know what? All right, you know what? The shoulder is not die-cast. You're right. The shoulder.
I'm telling you, this is plastic.
But the gauntlets are 100%.
Yes, the gauntlets are, and these pieces right here, those metal pieces are as well. But everything else is plastic. Okay. This is all plastic, and this is die-cast. These little metal copper-looking things, that's the die-cast. And the gauntlets, that's it.
Hold on. Feel on the chest. The chest plate is not die-cast.
Correct. That's plastic.
What about the belt? The belt is
die-cast. No. So this here feels like a different material, right? Wait, where are you? Right here. This feels like it would be die-cast too, but I don't know.
Yes. I feel like that's die-cast.
Yeah, I don't know, but it just feels rough. It feels like a rough plastic. But yeah, it's I didn't really pay attention to the amount of die-cast it had. The only reason I got it, believe it or not, was because of
this thing on his hip too. Like that's what made me like really this figure stick out, because like it had like even this right here.
Yeah, but they're very the die-cast pieces are such a small part of the figure that I didn't get it for that reason. Like I said, the only reason why I got it was because when I saw that one had an outfit and one had a sweater, I was like, wait a minute. But the So-So Toys head sculpt has better likeness than the Thunder Toys head sculpt, which is why I have Thunder Toys with the helmet on, and I have So-So Toys with the head sculpt on, because obviously the So-So Toys head sculpt looks better.
How much was the Thunder Toys? It was under 200, right?
It was.
180, 190.
And how's the body on those things?
Very decent. They're not bad at all.
So I'd say that one's probably not a bad figure. It looks pretty good from here.
It's very good. Like I said, when it comes to
I was not impressed with the Spider-Man that I saw, and there was another one after that I saw that came out that was crap, and I was like, oh, yeah.
When they announced the figure, I said, you know what? I said, let me see, let me get it. And then when I got it, I was like, all right, I have to get the other one because the head sculpt looks better. And so now I have the two looks that I needed. And I love both figures, the same way. So Jay, what were you saying about this figure?
That I would swap the head sculpt out, and then I'm thinking like, all right, so if I'm not getting the head sculpt, what am I getting with this thing? I'm getting a body and I'm getting that dress. That's not that much. I'm not a fan of Thunder Toys quality, so getting a body from them to me doesn't seem like something I want to do anyway.
Correct.
So right across the board, I'm like, no, pass. Because I really want the leather one anyway from the beginning of the movie. I'm not the one of the guys that wants this dress version, period. So I don't have that extra desire to push me over the edge and be like, I need a placeholder for her. I really don't. If they're not going to give me a good quality one, I don't need her. If Hot Toys made this, I'd get her tomorrow.
The only reason why I feel like people might get this is because nobody else is making her. You know what I mean? I think
of course
that is the only reason. I don't think people are looking at this and going, oh man, this is going to be great quality, great figure. It's just they're getting it, or we're getting it for, like you said, a placeholder just to fill in the line, and that's it. But I have a feeling that eventually I think somebody's going to come out with this figure, because I feel like it's an easy figure to make, even though, it's a fancy-ish looking dress, right? I still think somebody will make it, and the likeness will be there 100%. And they have to. I think.
Well, if we keep talking about it, and anybody out there listening that's running a business, third party or otherwise, that catches any of these streams, has any brain cells, they're going to pick up on the fact that there's a market there. Right. If they hear you all the time saying, where's the red? I've heard it for years now since that movie came out. Where's Red Dress Harley? Where's the black and red Harley? Where's any Harley from that movie? How come we only got King Shark? So some people got on board and they gave you the rest of the line, Polka Dot Man and what's his name? The guy with the toilet bowl on his head, John Cena. What's his name?
Oh, Peacemaker.
Peacemaker, yeah. So, and then Hot Toys even knew enough to release a Peacemaker finally, but at first it was just that King Shark,
Right.
So if they're smart, we'll get one in the future.
And then also, Michael, last question for you. We got your favorite company making a Catwoman, and this is the first prototype of it, it looks like. How do you feel? How many are you getting? Are you getting the deluxe or regular? Do you have 2 on pre-order already? What's going on?
That's it? You from that one picture?
That's it.
What do you want me to say from that?
How do you feel? How do you like it?
I'm mad that Juice gave you AIDS. It makes me upset.
That he gave me AIDS.
We gotta get you that shirt to wear to Comic-Con.
Yeah, really. Juice gave me AIDS. I want to.
Can you imagine walking around? Yo's give me AIDS. Who's that?
Yeah, I went the back like a big frowning Fabs.
No, in the back. No, imagine. He gave me AIDS in the back. Jazz Inc.
No. He gave me. It's got to be. He gave me AIDS in a bad 66 paint job.
Right.
In a bad 66. All right. So rate this 1 to 10, and how many are you getting?
What do you mean? I'm excited for this Catwoman. It's way too early to do that, and
but how it looks right now, this is your prototype. How do you feel about it?
I don't look just well. Again, I'm not getting anything if based on prototypes. I don't do that anymore.
No, I'm not saying that you're going to go buy it right now. No, I'm saying is how do you feel about it right now? The prototype. How do you feel about this prototype here? That's it.
This prototype right here.
Yes.
Looks okay.
This guy, he's a diehard jazzing for life. You will never.
Why, you think it looks bad? You're gonna say that looks bad. You're gonna say that the
no, I'm not saying
Thunder Toys Harley looks better than this now. What's the comparison here?
The Thunder Toys Harley looks better than this. This guy is unbelievable. Unreal. Oh man. All right, guys, there you have it. Harley looks better than this.
There you have it.
Oh my god. All right, guys. So last but not least, your favorite. We got the figure of the week, and then we are out of here.
Oh, don't roll. I'm gonna get mine.
Yeah, hold on.
Don't give me an option because I'm just gonna get the one.
Huh? He said, oh man, DC mail.
Hey, check this out too. I got a question real quick.
Go ahead.
I did something crazy yesterday, and I want to know how crazy you think it is.
Not as crazy as what I did, but go ahead.
All right, I want to hear that too. Okay, so Weightless converted on a black and white Jailhouse Rock Elvis figure that I love because it's black and white. He's iconic. The look of it, the whole thing, love it. And that Monster Hunter chick that we were looking at a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Now, here's the question. I don't like Elvis. I have no music of his. I don't care at all about Elvis, but I love that figure. That Monster Hunter figure, I know nothing about that game. I don't care. I just like the way that figure looks. Right. Do you guys have stuff like that in your collection that you just bought because you like the figure, but you have zero attachment to it in any other way?
My entire collection.
I'm saying, like, beyond the fact that you buy everything. Like, is there something you saw that you just had to have, even though it wasn't really, it's not like your thing? You know what I mean? I'm
going to tell you right now.
Because even though I love them, then I'm glad I got these things. I'm thinking, like, people are going to come over and, like, ask me, like, what about Elvis? And they're going to be like, you don't even like him.
Right. No,
and I'm like, yeah, but I like this
thing. I never bought a figure where it just because it was such a cool figure and I had zero attachment or like to the property, or there was no nostalgia of any kind. It just was an amazingly done figure. I don't think I've ever done that.
No.
Nope. Not once.
I'm gonna give you an example of probably the complete opposite of what you asked, but I'm gonna tell you why. So I bought this figure. I bought the entire kit of this figure. Okay, so it comes with a bench, it comes with a box of chocolates, it comes with all this stuff. This is
God.
what's his name?
Who is it?
Oh my God.
You know who he is?
Box of chocolates.
Box of chocolates.
Oh,
Life
Forrest
is
Gump.
Forrest Gump, right? So I bought this as a third-party figure. I bought this years ago when it came out, obviously from the movie, whatever. And the figure has been slaying on my tool table since I bought it. I've never displayed it. The bench is still in the box. The accessories are still in the box. But for some reason, I pulled it out and literally never put it anywhere. And it's still, as you can see, brand new, not even dirty or anything, literally just laying there. I don't know why I never put it anywhere. I don't know why I just took it out and never displayed it. Obviously the bench, I have to like glue it to put it together. But I'm like, this thing was 170-ish, I believe. And like I said, from at least 5 to 7 years ago. And here it is still. I don't know why.
Who made that?
I have no idea. This is a third party. Actually, let me see if I can.
So are you a big fan of Forrest Gump or Tom Hanks or?
So no. So that's the thing.
Mike's like,
Never seen the movie. He's never seen the movie.
I saw the figure.
Stop right now. Have you seen Forrest Gump the movie, Fabs? No, he hasn't.
This guy, he's like, no. So I saw the figure and I was like, and I think at the time I was just buying everything. So I was like, that'd be cool to have. But like I said, it just doesn't belong anywhere. So I never put it anywhere. So it's literally just laying there for no reason. But I have
so you do buy things just that you think it's just cool to have. It's beyond I have to have everything Hot Toys.
I bought that because obviously I know the movie, and I was like, that'd be cool to have in for example, like on a shelf of other movie stuff. So I was gonna put it next to like Ichabod Crane, having a movie shelf like that.
Yeah.
And just for whatever reason, I just ended up never putting it anywhere because I felt it didn't belong. I was like, maybe it looks too cheap. Maybe the head sculpt isn't up to par with the Hot Toys. I was like, you know what? Let me just put it to the side. And like I said, I never, ever put it anywhere.
That has to be unique, right? That he knows the movie. He's never seen the movie.
He knows all of the movie.
He has an action figure from the movie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are people that?
Tell me what you need me to tell you about the movie, so I saw the movie at least 100 times. Tell me, and I'll tell you.
What was Jenny's name?
Okay.
Jenny's name was Jenny.
How many legs did Captain Dan have?
Yeah, I was gonna say we should ask about bubblegum shrimp or something.
Yeah.
I actually ate a bubblegum shrimp in Fort Lauderdale. It was delicious. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, am I progressing in my sickness? Like, now I'm buying two of things. Now I'm buying stuff I don't really care for, but I just can't. I gotta have the thing. Like, is this what's happening? Are you rubbing off on
it? Fabnesia.
It's like a cancer.
Yeah, I would
collecting cancer.
I don't think I could ever get there. So there's an Elvis Presley figure that's just you're impressed by it.
Look.
Well, because it's black and white. I love anything black and white. I love 50s era. I love the fact that Elvis is so iconic. The thing poses and all his stupid dance moves. So it's just an eye-catching piece. And I was like, I gotta have that thing, but I know nothing about Elvis.
So look, this is the whole case of Forrest Gump. Here's the feather from the movie.
What scene's that from?
When he's that's the end of the movie when it lands and when it flies off. This is the box of chocolates.
I didn't even remember that.
This is the magazine that he was in when he was playing ping pong. I don't know if this is the shrimping boat. This is Lieutenant Dan and him. This is the paddle when he was the king of ping pong right here.
Yeah, look at that.
Where is your Lieutenant Dan figure?
No, they didn't make that. And then so I've had this figure. Let me show you guys the bench. The bench, like I told you guys, you have to literally glue together. So it comes like this. This is how it came in the box. And then this is the two bases for it. Well, the two stands for it. So
you sure this ain't caustic plastic or something?
It could be. I don't remember who made it. It could be fully licensed for all I know. I just don't remember.
I remember this.
I don't remember who made it, but like I said, I had it. I've had it forever. and I
Like,
never
who
did
made Fonzie? I think Fonzie was caustic plastic too.
It is. Fonzie is
I
100%.
think that's who made that.
It could be. Like I said, it could be. I don't remember who made it. Like I said, this could be 100% licensed for all I know. I just don't remember anything about it.
Yeah,
Because they give me a cool accessory.
The Kurt Cobain figure. Have you seen that one?
Yep.
I have.
That would be maybe the closest thing that I would like, but I didn't get it. But I have some nostalgia that that's the music I grew up with. You could say
That
right?
figure is gorgeous. The two head sculpts are beautiful. I have mine displayed with the glasses on and the cigarette in his mouth because one comes with the cigarette hole with the on the mouth, and then the other one doesn't. So I have mine closed eyes, glasses on, rocking out with the guitar with the cigarette out of his mouth.
My problem is I can't put him next to Captain America. I can't put him next to Darth Vader. I can't put him next to a Transformer. So that doesn't work for my collection.
That is a real thing. Like, I do have a problem. Like, even pairing up, like, there's so much space in your detolf. I'm like, how do I pair up these Star Wars characters in a way that works when I only have like one figure from Rogue One and one figure from the prequel? It's like you always end up with that oddball figure. You're like, what do I do with this thing?
Yep, the whole Black Panther collection movie version is on my what is it? What's that stupid movie? Oh my god.
Which one?
Neo.
Matrix.
Thank you. The Matrix shelf. So I have Black Panther on one part of it, Matrix on the other, and that my OCD drives me nuts just with that.
I think Ernesto hit it right on the head. Jenny gives Mike AIDS.
Look it. Jenny was hot. I might take her AIDS.
I might take her AIDS.
I can endure the AIDS.
Oh my God. My thinking, the fuck's going on? All right, so we're gonna do the figure of the week, and we're out of here, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't yet.
Well, wait, we got to hear what Mike did too. Mike did something.
Oh
crazy.
yeah, Mike, go ahead. Remove.
What?
You said you wait till you hear what I did.
Oh no, I can't. No.
Oh,
right.
Okay. It must have been that.
So Jay, you
I'll
got
tell
DC
you guys
female?
after the show.
DC female, Jay.
Yeah, all right. I'll get two. I want something else I want to show you.
All right, and then Michael gets Star Wars female. And then I'll get
it's in the other room.
DC male, you called it.
I called it.
Well, it looks like my DC male is right in front of you guys. Bow. So, like I said, the only reason why, let me show you guys again real quickly while they get their figures. So, again, the only reason why I got the finger, I completely forgot about the finger. So, the only reason why I got them both is, as you can see, this is a sweater here, right? So, they use a sweater. This is a vest that they just put on top of the figure, and they called it a day. This is So-So Toys, by the way. The only reason why I got it was because the head sculpt. Look at the likeness there. Beautiful. Way better than the Thunder Toys. So I said, you know what? Let me get this thing so I could display the head sculpt for it. And then the Thunder Toys, look at the outfit. Sweater, actual outfit matching the pants. Same material all over the outfit. So, and again, the die cast pieces, which I didn't get it for that, but just the outfit overall is so much better than this dark blue thing that So-So Toys did. So that's why I ended up having to get both of them, because I needed both looks. And obviously So-So Toys, in my opinion, is, or at least the head sculpt is way better than anything Thunder Toys. So that's why I decided to get both. You need to add topic wheel nonsense figure was on sale just because nonsense figure that you need to add a topic to that wheel, not nonsense figure that was on sale just because this guy. Everyone boing Jenny. You guys are crazy.
Yeah, honestly, come on. You didn't hate Jenny at the end of that movie? I hated that bitch at the end of that movie.
Well, it's funny. I saw the movie, when I was younger, so I didn't really understand. Yeah, I didn't really understand like the whole how messed up it was. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, she has AIDS.
Please. I had a horror girlfriend that I could compare to Jenny all day long.
Listen to this. So I'm like, wait a minute. Like, obviously, as I got older, I was like, wait a minute. She most likely, obviously, they never tell you that she has AIDS, but it's like, all right, she most likely has AIDS. All of a sudden, she goes back to him, sleeps with him one last time, and then disappears. Like, what the hell's going on right now? And then, like, it's like, oh, like she dies and he stays alive, but nobody talks about the fact that he's most likely carrying AIDS now. You know what I mean? Like,
no,
what?
he's Forrest Gump. He doesn't catch AIDS. Are you come on? I don't catch AIDS.
It's like what was I watching one day? They were talking about Willy Wonka, and they were saying how Grandpa Joe is a piece of shit. They're like, he's selfish. He's always worried about, he never gets out of bed until the kid gets a golden ticket. Then he tries to take it for himself, and then all he's worried about is himself through the whole movie. And I was like, man, I remember Grandpa Joe being like that cool uncle you wanted, you know what I mean, or whatever. And it's like, no, he's a jerk.
He's a jerk. Oh man, that's great. All right, so let's go with you, Jay, since you're ready.
All right. So just because she hasn't been seen in a while, she's not the greatest figure in the world, but I don't know. Can you make it out? Is the big bat logo on it?
Nessa says he runs from AIDS. Wait, so this is Batgirl from Arkham. Ooh, I like that pose. I like that pose a lot.
Yeah, she's a pretty cool figure. I mean, she's more on the toyetic side, like that Avatar figure.
Very basic.
And she's got that weird doll hair on the back, but if you keep it just behind her, it kind of hides well.
And that cape.
Sorry about the lighting in here. I don't have studio lighting.
I think she's solid. I think there's no question she's the best one out there. If you want a Batgirl, there's no better than her.
Well, everything else is third party, so.
And then I wanted to show you this real quick because we were talking about it last week. This is the new 3.0 version of Destro.
Yeah, look at that. Beautiful.
He looks sick. And that's soft goods. This is all soft.
How tall is he compared to a standard Hot Toys?
12 inches.
They're slightly smaller, but like maybe a half inch, Mike.
Because I think I was reading like he was slightly bigger, right? Destro was slightly bigger than 12 inches.
I believe. I don't know. I haven't put him in the shelf yet. And then he's got his Mars weaponry briefcase. Pretty cool.
No, looks
Jay,
good.
we have a question. We have a question for you. Who is your favorite current MCU hero character?
Not what does it say? Minus Scarlet Witch. Spidey all day, every day, always has been since I was a little kid.
Michael.
MCU?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's so hard. I love them all. MCU?
Yeah.
Thanos.
Ooh, Thanos. But he's dead. He says he's saying current.
He's not dead. There's a multiverse out there, my friend.
That's it.
I just left Jay on solo mode for the past half hour like an idiot. So who else? So we got Mike now. Let's see.
Star Wars female ahead, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jen.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Would you want her rooted or no?
Absolutely not.
You don't think Artisan could pull that off?
Nope.
He's like, nope.
I love that neck wrap. That thing's cool.
Yes, it looks perfect.
Yeah, look at this. This was a solid movie, really solid movie, solid figure. I'm down with the Rogue One all the way. So yeah.
How you have her neck wrap? And what else were you gonna show?
Who, me?
Yeah, you said you had something else.
No.
Oh, I thought you were working on something with your hands.
No, you know what? It's funny. Every time you make me take a figure off, what I do is I take the blue tack and I put it underneath their feet so they get more stabilized because I don't have all my figures, stabilized to these clear, stands that I have. So it's my opportunity to go through the figure and
to do some custom work.
Yeah, to do some maintenance on the figure. Exactly.
And that's what says I met Jyn Erso's dad 2 weeks ago. Who the hell is Jyn Erso's dad?
Dave Erso?
He said Dave Erso.
No. Like, of course, it's Dave. Dave.
Can't wait for the 2.0, says Albert. Oh man, Albert wants you to He wants to flip the switch on you, Michael.
He wants to what?
He wants you to flip the switch.
What do you mean?
Because he said 2.0. He said, can't wait for the 2.0. So he wants your reaction from the 2.0. I'm so sad. I never got the Imperial Disguise Jin. Really sad. Yeah, that actually, it's a good figure. Very basic too, but it's a really nice figure.
You know, I didn't either. I was on the hunt for it for a little bit, and then I wasn't gonna pay $500 for it, so I gave
And
up.
yet, believe it or not, the one you pulled up is better than that other one. The other one's just.
No, I think so. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just the other one's very basic, but it's still obviously very nice to own. All right, guys. So, Jay, are you expecting anything? Waiting on anything? Did you order anything?
Destro came in. I got Thanos. I got the Mark III 2.0 coming from Pop Culture. They're on their way. And I'm waiting on Thor from KG forever. I'm waiting on Gandalf forever. That thing's still in the sea. It's been 33 days. Yeah. So that's it. A bunch of stuff's oh, the red and blue Spidey's coming in, the brand new one with the jazzercise pants.
Yep. Jazzercise pants.
Yeah, there's quite a few coming. Yeah.
Now,
The floodgates are just starting to open with Sideshow. They're really backlogged, you know.
Question for you: how are you planning on displaying that Tom Holland Spider-Man, that light blue and red Spider-Man?
I don't know. I always base it on what the suit's going to give me. I'll push the suit beyond because I don't mind a little creasing here and there, but I'm curious to see what that material is, that shiny blue, what that, you know, how much give it's going to have, because I try to get them. It's funny because Old Monkey and I have had discussions about what really qualifies as dynamic posing. And it's like Spider-Man for me is always somewhere in the middle because of the suit restrictions. You know what I mean? I try to get him like, I don't want him in a museum pose, but I can't get him in a full-on Spider-Man pose without doing something to the suit. So you always finding that happy medium is tricky.
I mean,
so
are you like using a hair dryer to heat him up and stuff to get him where you want?
No, I don't push him beyond to the point where I've seen people do that. I've seen people manipulate the suit to get the body underneath to move in ways that can facilitate that. But I'm not willing to go that far. I did buy 2 of the comic version, the video game comic version, the OG.
The amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah. No, well.
With the chrome eyes?
No, not the chrome eyes. No, it was the one, the actual comic, like, it looked like just your standard Spider-Man.
The classic suit.
Yeah, it was all painted on. I bought 2 of them because I do want to pose one of them real dynamic and just let it go to hell, which I just haven't gotten around to doing because it's sitting in the box and I'm like, I don't know, I got a million other things to do, but one of these days.
And Michael, what are you waiting for? Did you order anything, or are you just waiting?
No, yeah, I got that stuff in Pop Culture, and it's like you said, it's on the way. I think everything just arrived in the country. They must have sent a container because they. Did you get that email? There was an email that said like your stuff got into the country, basically. So.
Yep. Well, I got all the notifications that everything was going to start charging. So I got the Daredevil shipped, my Spider-Man charged, my Mace Windu charged, my Scout Trooper is also charging, I believe.
From Pop Culture?
Pop Culture? No. I'm talking about Sideshow. I thought you're talking about Pop Culture, right?
Well, he ordered from Pop Culture. I ordered from Pop Culture, and then you.
Well, I was talking about
going on with something. I'm like, you placed an order?
Yeah, no. I was talking about like what I got notification from Sideshow, letting me know that everything's charging soon. Also, guys, I didn't even know that I had pre-ordered a black suit Peter Parker Spider-Man from Sideshow as well. So I already have my black suit Peter Parker figure from Spider-Man 2, and I have one coming from Sideshow. So it looks like I don't know if I should keep it, or if anybody's looking for one, let me know. Obviously, they're still available. But I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe down the line, do a raffle with it if I decide to keep it. So who knows? So stay tuned for that, guys. Also, we'll be back. Rudy and I will be back on Tuesday. 7:30, obviously, because we got the show after. We've been having a watch party after the streams, guys. A lot of fun. We stay on for another, usually what, Jay, an hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes?
Yeah. talk and make fun of the stupid show.
Make fun of this stupid show.
It's
So yeah,
awful.
guys. So stay tuned for Tuesday. We'll be back at 7:30. So as always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.